Tyitende questioned whether a 16-year-old really understands politics, explaining that voting without knowledge could lead to bad choices. However, he also admitted that young people proved many wrong in the last election, saying that first-time voters showed up in big numbers. Tyitende also said that youth are waking up, as sometimes decisions that affect them are made without truly understanding their struggles.
We also have issues of consent, for example, issues of sexual consent. We are told that if you are 16 years of age in Namibia, you can engage in sexual activities, which also means you are able to deal with the repercussions of having sexual activities, which can be pregnancy, which means you can be a responsible adult. It is assumed, at least. So why is it that we cannot accord that same level of judgment for someone to vote to determine the fate of the country?
Legal researcher Brian Ngutjinazo provided a rights-based perspective, arguing that excluding 16-year-olds from voting could be seen as discriminatory, referring to Article 10 of the Namibian Constitution, which prohibits discrimination on any grounds, adding that age is clearly a factor that cannot be ignored.
I think the only thing that is not mentioned there is, for example, sexual orientation, but there's a lot of argument going on under the social factor. But age is one of them which is distinctly mentioned there. So if not allowing a 16-year-old to participate in an election, one could say that there is a discrimination, because political parties already have what they call pioneers. The pioneers of SWAPO, pioneers of LPM. So these are the younger ones who are being groomed to wanting to get into office. And some of them are already 16, but it's really discriminatory. If other countries are allowing 16-year-olds to vote, and we are privy to this particular convention internationally, and our 16-year-olds are not allowed to vote, but in other countries of laws that we have signed, they are allowed to vote in Namibia not. So it carries out a whole lot of weight on discrimination.
Ngutjinazo is also of the opinion that if young people are expected to follow the law, they should also have a say in choosing who makes the law. The proposal to lower the voting age to 16 caused mixed reactions. Inside the Chamber's team took to the streets of Windhoek to gauge the views of the public.
Obviously, if you are 16 going towards 17, you know the right and wrong about what is happening in a society.
I think at that age, they're still developing, so their political views are influenced by their parents.
They're still young, and they have to be exposed to the world for them to vote.
Because I feel like people that are already 18 do not really understand the grasp, like how politics works in our country.
I feel like, when you are 16 years old, you must focus on school.
At 16, you're politically matured enough to make such a decision, because you're going to go with whatever other people are going or what you're being told at home. At least at 18, you have a bit of knowledge.
Martha Mwafangeo, NBC News, Windhoek.